Two for the final to join Dave Meering, Kenneth Hansen and Zach Wajtknecht in that final. Zach Wajtknecht, by the time of that final, could be world champion, depending on what happens in this race. Remember the scoring before the meeting, the title, the point scores. Zach Wajtknecht on 53 points will get a minimum of 13 from this meeting by making the final. That takes him up to 66. If Finn Haga finishes worse than third in this race, therefore scores 10 or 9 championship points, and if Harris fails to make the final, scored 11, 10 or 9, then Wajtknecht will be champion. Meyer, Hummel, Harris, Finn Haga and Tresario. Can Harris and or Finn Haga make it into the final? Green light and away they go, and Harris makes a reasonable start there from gate 3. Mika Meyer's made a good one, and Harris goes into second place, but then turns with Hummel coming up the inside, and it's 3 abreast there up the back straight. Harris back inside Hummel, Tresario around the outside of Mika Meyer, and he's made it from gate 5 all the way around the outside. That's extraordinary from Tresario from Meyer, and Meyer lifts across the corner and almost clashes into Harris, and Harris comes through on the inside. Lucas Finn Haga is at the back here. Harris lifting once more. Tresario race leads from Harris in second place. Third place is Mika Meyer with Romano Hummel in fourth, trying to go inside him, and Lucas Finn Haga is at the back. The rider who led the World Championship heading into this meeting looks like he won't make the final in Rodin, and it's Tresario still race leading from Harris in second place. Meyer still battling away there for fourth place, trying to get back through. There's Hummel in third, and Lucas Finn Haga desperately trying to regain points here, but at the moment he's not going to score enough in this meeting as they come round once again. Matthias Tresario with a fabulous ride here in the last chance with 1 lap to go, and Chris Harris quite crucially has worked his way back through into second place. Finn Haga has now gone through into fourth spot, although Mika Meyer's trying to turn back inside him. Finn Haga in fourth once again, but he is seeing things slip away in Rodin as they come round the final bend once again, and Matthias Tresario ahead of Chris Harris, and they will be the 2 finalists from the last chance. Romano Hummel in third place, Lucas Finn Haga in fourth. Is absolutely gutted. Look at that from Tresario, who pulled that from nowhere on the first lap. And there will be no second world title for Lucas Finn Haga, who's going to finish on 65 points in the series, and Zach Wajtknecht is already guaranteed 66. So we are about to get underway for the final of round 4 of the FIM Long Track World Championship in Rodin. What an incredible meeting it's been, and it comes down to a title decider in this final between Zach Wajtknecht and Chris Harris, with Zach Wajtknecht, don't forget, 2 points in front of Chris Harris in the standings, and that means that if Zach Wajtknecht beats Chris Harris in the final, then he is world champion whichever position they finish in. If Chris Harris finishes 1 place in front of Zach Wajtknecht, then they'll have a run-off for the title, and if Chris Harris beats Zach Wajtknecht by 2 or more places, then Chris Harris is world champion. And there they are on gates 4 and 5. The start marshal walks away. Here we go with the final. Away they go, and charging away to the first bend. Hansen's now got trouble, and now the battle for the title sees Zach Wajtknecht shoved down by Chris Harris. Chris Harris into second place, and Wajtknecht with lots of catching up to do here. Dave Meering with the lead, and Wajtknecht now goes behind Harris. He's trying the outside run, and he's got massive speed here. Zach Wajtknecht, can he get round Chris Harris on turns 3 and 4? Yes, he can. Fantastic first lap there by Zach Wajtknecht. It's Dave Meering who leads, with Wajtknecht in second place, with Harris in third, and this will be title glory here for Zach Wajtknecht if he can keep it going. Dave Meering with the advantage. Wajtknecht got an almighty shove on turns 1 and 2. He was way out of contention, but he picked up massive speed around the rest of the first lap, and it took him from 4th to 3rd to 2nd. Hansen had mechanical trouble, and now what will Wajtknecht do? I don't think he'll go chasing off after Dave Meering. He's got the speed here, but he's looking over his shoulder. He knows where Chris Harris is. All Wajtknecht has to do here is finish in front of Harris, and he's world champion. They come round turns 3 and 4 for the 3rd time. Dave Meering 1 lap away from his first victory in the World Long Track Championship meeting, but there's 1 lap to go for Zach Wajtknecht. Harris is in the 3rd place, and he is not going to catch Wajtknecht from there as long as Wajtknecht's bike takes him round safely. Again, he looks over his shoulder. He won't challenge the race leader. He doesn't need the 21 points. The 19 will will do him just fine. Dave Meyrink is going to delight the home fans here. He comes round the final bend to win the final round. Meyrink is your winner in Roden, but Zach Wajtknecht is your world champion. Wajtknecht in second place, Chris Harris in third, and there is the man who has come through to win the 2025 FIM Long Track World Championship, Zach Wajtknecht, the winner of the second round of the series in Marmande, and crucially getting it done in the final. Shake of hands with Dave Meyrink here in Roden. Zach Wajtknecht has pulled off a big ride there in the final, because certainly on turns 1 and 2 it looked like advantage Chris Harris, but Zach Wajtknecht, who we know can get around this track, we know he's got the speed, he did so. But let's say a very big congratulations to Dave Meyrink, because this has been coming for a couple of years, and finally he's got it all done in the final. A meeting where everyone's going to have a story to tell, but Meyrink has won the meeting and Wajtknecht has won the title, and we have had quite some meeting, quite some series,